Hey y'all, how are you doing? I am going to cook for you again tonight. Just show you what we're having for dinner. Yeah, baby. Barbecue muffins. He goes, yeah. I am making barbecue muffins tonight, so I'm going to show you what or how I do that. So I've started browning 2 pounds of meat, hamburger, your choice of hamburger, whatever you want to do. So just browning it and making it little. And then when it is brown and cooked all the way through, this is hard to do. Watch the camera and either do it watching the camera or keep the camera still and do it. Yeah. When that is browned all the way, we will add, I want to say it's 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I'll put the measurement down below. 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and the recipe calls for half a teaspoon of chili powder. I put a whole teaspoon in just because we like our chili powder. Half a cup of ketchup, and I know that's not done yet. I'm waiting for it to, sink. And then you top them with cheese. So I'm going to grate that cheese as well. But what you do is you take these, and I'm making a double batch pretty much. And you take them and you separate them and you spread them out. The recipe says spread them out into 5-inch circles. You put them, I put it in, and then I kind of just squish it up the side so it makes a little muffin cup. And then you fill that with the meat. So we'll do that all together, but I'll show you guys. I totally just had a blonde moment. I'm doubling the meat and the biscuits because usually it's a 12 count biscuit and 1 pound of ground beef, but I'm doing 2 pounds of ground beef and 2 10 count biscuits. So, duh, you want to double your brown sugar and ketchup and chili powder and apple cider vinegar. So you want 6 tablespoons of brown sugar and 1 whole teaspoon of chili powder and 2 tablespoons of the apple cider vinegar. And I looked, and it is 1 tablespoon per recipe, so we're doubling it. It's 2, and then a full cup of ketchup. So that is what we're adding to our hamburger. I don't have the coconut out. I don't have the coconut. Some what? I have no idea what she's saying. One down. Okay, so I have my clean and greased and muffin tins, and all I'm gonna do is like make a hole in it and spread them up the side. That's what I do. So I'm going to do that, but it takes 2 hands. Okay. So I spread them out and they make these little cups, and I just kind of work with them to spread them up the muffin cup. And then I take a spoonful of the meat and I put it in there, and it'll puff up around it, but you just want to make a little cup to hold the meat. So that's what I'm doing. And this will work out perfect because John just got home. John just got home and he's gonna go run because he's trying to better his mile for the Air Force. And so by the time I get all of these filled plus the other tray and cooked, they will be done and we'll be able to sit and eat. So yeah, there's that one. I'm gonna do the second one. If you're going to flatten them out with your hands, you just do this and you flatten them out. But then I always have trouble getting them into the muffin tin without a bubble. And eventually they'll shrink down to the same size that they are when I spread them in the muffin tin. So it really doesn't matter. Whichever way you find easier is the way you can do them. Okay, so I have both of these filled with 10 muffins each. And now we're gonna do the cheese. Except Jessica was... Good grief. I never think of doing the right things before I start videoing, filming, whatever, you know. So silly. Okay, so now we're going to top them with cheese and pop them in a 350-degree oven. And I think the recipe says like for 10 to 12 minutes. You do it, you pretty much do it whatever the biscuit says, the biscuit label says. I do mine for almost 15 to 20 because I find that with the meat in it, the biscuits don't get done on the bottom. And they're like soggy. So I cook mine a little extra longer. You just kind of have to play with it. Turn it down. Okay, so we will pop these in at 350 degrees for about, I'll check them at 15 minutes. I'll check them at 15 minutes, but oop, too much. Come on. There we go. So, that's what we're doing. Okay, here they are after 15 minutes, and they are not soggy, so I think I'm going to leave it at 15 minutes. I went ahead and put the other one in, and we will eat in a couple of minutes once I get these out and plated. Aren't they pretty? Focus.